We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
Brian. Brian's local AMC Cineplex was recently upgraded, and now they have Dolby Cinema. He went there with his wife and mother-in-law, and they were all blown away by the experience. I'm blown away that you went anywhere with your wife and your mother-in-law to a movie.
Some people get along.
How does that happen? Of course, my mother-in-law is currently deceased, so taking her to a movie would be extremely uncomfortable for everybody involved. The bass, in particular, was so tactile, kick you in the chest, and impressive that his wife agreed that she'd enjoy being able to replicate that experience in their home theater. Their room is 15 feet by 19 feet and 8 feet high, so it's about 2,300 cubic feet. What pair of subwoofers would we recommend? They've got to replicate that tactile bass they experience in the Dolby Cinema, so don't hold back. Okay, I want to say that it's very hard to replicate the actual experience of being in a cinema.
And the sheer room size. Because
the room is so big and they have to move so much air to get that bass to you, you feel it in a visceral way that you won't feel it in your room because you don't have to move nearly as much air. While it's possible to have a subwoofer that will blow enough air at you that will shake your pant leg as it does in the theater in your home, your ears will not be able to take very much of that, and it'll be much too loud for the rest of the movie. So I want to make your expectations a little bit more realistic here. Are you going to get that deep bass? Can we get you there? Can we get you hearing what you heard there? And to a certain extent, feeling what you were feeling in the cinema? Yes. Are you going to have the exact same reaction? The answer is no, you will not. And it's simply because there isn't a wall of subwoofers. And that's literally what they have in many of these cinemas. Like behind the screens, the entire bottom of it is nothing but subwoofers pushing massive amounts of air into a humongous room, trying to pressurize that room and get it up to reference volume. That being said, couple of PC-2000s. Knock that right out, dude. You're gonna be crushing it in this room, 15 by 19. You are gonna be destroying it in that room.
Now, I did want to say, because this comes up frequently, people give us their room dimensions, but they have openings.
He did not say that he did not have openings.
He did not say, but he didn't explicitly say that he doesn't. So I just want to make sure, because if this is an enclosed room, right, this is a spare bedroom or something, and you can close the door and you don't have openings to the rest of the house, then yeah, you can pressurize that space. But if this is a living room and it's actually open to the kitchen and the dining room and stuff, and you only gave us the dimensions of the living room section, then that's a whole other story. You have to tell us the entire cubic volume of air. Maybe you already did, but just in case you didn't, I want to put that out there. But assuming that this is an enclosed room, it's got a door, you can close it. PC-2000s, PB-2000s would totally get the job done. However, I want to point out there are some less expensive alternatives that will work just as well in this room size if it's enclosed. Outlaws Ultra-X12, you can get duals of them for $1,200. So that's less than the, $1,400 for dual PC or PB 2000s from SVS.
Right.
So it's a little bit less there. Ultra X12s, duals of those from Outlaw would totally do this. And right now, HSU has their VTF-2 MK5s on sale. So even though they charge shipping separately, you're looking at, $1,160, I think. So it's slightly less expensive than the Outlaws for a pair of VTF-2 MK5s from HSU. So if you're very price conscious, any of those three will get the job done in 2,300 cubic feet.
Yeah, make sure you build a box, though, if you're going to buy a box.
Oh, yes. Build yourself a cardboard model. They're all big, and the cylinders have the smallest footprint. So.
Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.